How long of a fishing rod do you need and why? We're going to talk about that.
Welcome back to another episode of 5-Minute Fish Talk.
Coffee, check. Shirt, check. Hairdo, check. 5 minutes. You know what that means. Boop. It's time to get real. Today we're talking about rod lengths. How long of a rod do you need to catch the most amount of bass possible? Well, as we've discussed on 5-Minute Fish Talk numerous times, there are thousands and thousands of different fishing techniques out there. And with those different techniques comes the opportunity to cater your rod length according to the technique that you're going to be using. And that way it maximizes your odds of catching fish. Now, let me clarify. You do not need 20 rods to catch fish. You only need one rod to catch a lot of fish. So please keep that in mind. But if you want to cater your equipment to different needs and you want to have a couple different rods, that's okay, and we're going to cover down on that. So first and foremost, I'm going to go over the advantages of a long fishing rod, and then I'm going to go over the advantages of a short fishing rod, and then at the end we're going to kind of draw a conclusion on what might work best for you. So first and foremost, what are the advantages of a long fishing rod? I would say it's one key advantage. Leverage. So with leverage comes the ability to cast further and move more fishing line. So let's say you've got a school of fish that are offshore and you want to get to them. You can launch your bait way further with a long fishing rod than you can with something that's like 6'6". So when I say long fishing rod, I'm saying anything over 7 foot. Bass fishing equipment only tends to get up to 8 foot. So really 7 to 8 feet long is what I would consider a long fishing rod. So really leverage is what it comes down to. If you make long casts and then you're able to move more lines so you can set the hook and make sure that you get good hook penetration better than a short fishing rod likely would. On the flip side, what is the primary advantage of a short fishing rod? Well, I would say it's actually twofold. One would be accuracy, because with a long fishing rod and all that leverage, you don't always have the ability to pinpoint a location. I would say the one exception is when you're underhand flipping and pitching. You can be pretty accurate in that case. But with a short fishing rod, you tend to be able to hit pinpoint locations much, much better because it's a lot easier to move that shorter rod. On the other hand, you also have the ability to have a more portable fishing rod. So for me, fishing out of a kayak, I've actually kind of considered turning towards a little bit shorter equipment solely because a lot of times I am fishing very close quarters with fish, and I might be in a tree, under a tree limb, and having that a little bit more portable rod is going to allow me to hit the spots that I want a little more effectively. Ultimately, they both have a time and a place. So, as a conclusion, you've got length for distance and leverage, and then you've got shorter length for accuracy and portability. I would say if you're trying to just get a couple fishing rods, the happy medium is a 7-foot rod, 6'10" rod. That range tends to be really, really good. Now, if you have any questions on exactly what types of techniques you're going to be using and what might work best for you, please do drop a comment below, because obviously this is not the only thing that comes into play. If you're using big meaty hooks or much smaller hooks, those things can come into play as well. Otherwise, if you want to find out more about getting started bass fishing, I've got a whole bunch more videos right here. I've been doing this 5-Minute Fish Talk thing for like 62 episodes, 63 episodes, so you can watch all of those and pick the ones that you like. And you know what I'm going to say next, right? Have yourself a fantastic weekend, and we'll catch you next time.